where it's the worst financial advice I ever received. I'm 40 years old now. Just got done with my morning swim on my way home. So I thought I'd share with y'all, for young people out there and people who may not know about finances and things I went through in my younger days. So the worst financial advice I ever received was probably back in 2007. I think I was probably like 23 years old, right? During this time frame, um, I was in the military at that time, for y'all who may not know, may not be that familiar. And I was single, wasn't a dad yet, didn't have a family, and I had a little bit of money left over. Started investing. I got interested in investing, but I didn't know anything about it. So the first thing I did was I went out and I talked to my supervisor, my chief at the time. Hey, I got this money saved up. I'm debt free. How do I get in investing? I know I should be doing something. There's something more I could be doing with my money instead of saving. So at the time, my chief was like, yeah, go out, maybe go to the bank, seek a financial advisor, which I did, and sat down with the financial advisor. He created me something, and I didn't know what it was back then, but it was mutual funds. Started investing into this mutual funds, put a chunk in there, started investing. So we all know how 2008 happened. When 2008 happened, I, I'm watching. We're in Iraq, we're in Afghanistan. It seems like the world is coming to an end. I'm 23 years old, 23, 24, somewhere around there, and I'm watching my investments go down. And it's 2008. Y'all know that was a housing market crash, global financial crisis. So I'm sitting back and I'm wondering. I'm like, man, are my investments going to go to zero? So I reach out to my financial advisor. I say, hey, my advice, my portfolio is going down. What should I do? How should I go? What should I do? Whatever. I'm not that financially literate at that time, so just investing. So this is why I have the guy, and I'm talking to him, and he tells me, he's like, I'm thinking, I'm getting scared. I'm like, is this the time to sell? Put my money in cash. Bank of America has gone bankrupt. General Motors is going bankrupt. Ford is going bankrupt. Lehman Brothers is going bankrupt. Wall Street is crashing. The media is horrible on finances. President elect at the time, Barack Obama, was getting ready to come in office. Bush was getting ready to leave. Unemployment skyrocketed. My brain, world is falling, coming to an end. And I'm like, I want to sell it. I think I should sell everything and put my money in cash so it's safe. He's like, okay. He agreed with me, cashed my money out, sent me a check. Back then, I remember it's probably like 14, 15,000, something like that. I had lost a couple thousand. And I said that's my worst financial advice during that time because looking back and knowing what I know today, investing during crisis has always been great for long-term investors. So now today, as I sit back and I watch clients earlier this year when we had the fall off when President Trump came in office and uh, did all these things. I had a bunch of young people reach out to me. Oh my God, the world is coming to an end. We got tariffs, we got layoffs, unemployment, inflation, XYZ. And I tell them, hey, this is the best time to invest. Get invested, stay invested. If you can afford to do more, do more with investing. Sorry if my lips look a little ashy. I just got out of the pool today. So, but anyway, that was the thing I wanted to share with y'all. I look back on it, I'm like, man, that was horrible. Why would I cash out and sell? I didn't even need the money, right? I didn't even need the money at the time. But that's what my advisor told me to do. So as you're going on your financial journey, like we've seen the 2020 uh, pandemic happen, we saw earlier this year, the markets repeated what the pandemic did earlier this year. We made a rebound and we came back higher. If you go back and look at the 100 years of history, over 100 years of history that you have with markets, Investing during crises, crises, investing during chaos has always been profitable for long-term investors. Those dips. The crazy part about it is, as we're hitting all-time highs today, we don't know, is this a peak before we fall off again, or is this the bottom for a new high? So when you see these opportunities come up and you see these things go on and you watch the media and the news tell you the world is coming to an end and crisis is going to happen, and that's the best time. Real estate starting to cool off. Real estate started to cool off because of interest rates. Prices started to depreciate. Those are usually your best times. Best time to start a business during depression and recession. So I didn't know the business cycle of having a peak, having uh, contractions, having valleys, stuff like that. I didn't know the four cycles of business models at that time, right? Man, my lips getting dry. I didn't know it at the time, but use that as an opportunity to propel yourself. That's all I want to say. That's all I wanted to share with y'all. Y'all have a great day.